Hi everybody, it's Brandon.
And Josh.
And before we start today's episode, we just want to give a little plug. Give us a like.
Or subscribe to this channel.
And follow us on Instagram for all of your daily drama and art needs.
Woohoo! Check back every week for more content from yours truly.
And hope you enjoy the episode.
Ciao.
Until we get another theme song, this'll have to do. These are your blues reviews.
Hey guys.
Hey everybody, it's Brandon.
And Josh.
And we are here in our quick drag because we are going to tackle season 11 of RuPaul's. Okay, so in our house, there are two competition shows that we watch religiously that are
Yes, chef, yes. Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen and, of course, Drag Race. So we kind of watch this on Saturday mornings. It's kind of our Saturday morning cartoons as an adult.
Now Friday morning, I guess.
Yeah, that's even better because.
But a great way to start the weekend, right?
Yeah, that's a way to kick things off. So we've got the 11th season of Drag Race. Oh my gosh, it feels like we've had so much drag.
Right?
We just got, think about this last year alone. We had All Stars 3 in January, then right into season 10.
Season 10.
We had a little break.
Christmas episode.
Then we had the Christmas episode, and then went into All Stars 4.
Boom, there we go.
And now that just finished 2 weeks ago. And here we are into season 11.
RuPaul decided not to take a vacation this year.
She didn't need one. Well, they film a season in a week, so who cares?
Yeah, that's true. I guess they're pumping them out left and right.
Between Gordon Ramsay and RuPaul, I don't know who's making more shows.
They are on it.
Their
spouses are never seeing them. You can't complain anymore.
I still complain.
Yeah, this bitch will always complain about everything.
But we are we're gonna move on from that. So we are in our quick drag. I'm serving you a little pearl.
I'm serving you my favorite Sharon Needles dollar store Luke.
Parties. Yeah, that is a Party City wig.
Yeah.
Go back to Party City where you belong.
Alright.
Yeah, and who do we got on?
Girl. Death Becomes Her, Jinx, and
Ben de la Creme and Peaches Christ.
Peaches.
Who's not on Drag Race, but is a drag legend. So if you don't know Peaches Christ, go check out all of Peaches Productions. Okay, so let's get into the show. Let's get right into it. So we've got 15 girls competing to be America's Next Drag Superstar. Which I don't know what that means anymore.
Right, that was great. The first couple of times, it was like, oh, that's really cool.
It's like
just pumping them out left and right.
Everyone is gonna get booked.
Hey, they all working, aren't they?
They are all working. Doesn't matter if you're out first or last. You're gonna get a check. So let's talk about who comes in. Let's talk about the entrance.
Right. First entrance was
Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. People always leave out the Mateo. Don't do Alexis like that. Alexis is her mother. Season 3 and All Stars 1 legend Alexis Mateo.
Bam! 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 Sick me no! Sick me no! Bam!
Honestly, if you asked me Vanjie's drag family and last name, I would have forgotten that. I'm gonna remember it this time around, though.
Well, no offense. Everyone's just cut her down to Vanjie. That's all she... Because she did it. She was on season 10.
Talk about marketing. She walked out and was like, I'm gonna have your lips with my name in it. And she sure did.
She sure did.
Guess what? Now we got All Stars 4, season 11 or All Stars 4.
She should have been on All Stars 4. I would have liked it.
They couldn't wait for her. They're like, what is this? It's all new drag queens. Except Vanjie. Oh, okay, whatever.
Well, there's always that one girl that comes back. Eureka came back. Cynthia Lee Fontaine came back. Shangela came back.
Yeah.
We have a tradition of girls coming back. So I'm glad to see Vanjie. She's going to get a chance to show us a little bit more about what she's doing.
Right, exactly.
So let's talk about her entrance. So Vanjie comes in the room. She's first. And she is wearing a nice red sort of number with a deep V and so her body glitter that she's doing and her Marcel wave. I loved it.
Yeah, she looked great coming in. I was glad she was first. Although then she runs and hides to scout out the rest of the. Which I was like, what is this shady shit? But whatever, all right.
She didn't want the girls to know.
She earned it.
Right, she earned a little something. Eureka walked in first when she came back, but she just sat down and was like, I'm here.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, that's Eureka.
Eureka can't really be hiding behind much. To be honest.
That's a joke Eureka
She would appreciate that.
She would make
Yes.
herself, so
Yeah.
no hate to her. All right, so Vanjie looks great. Come in. Second up was Miss Nina West from your state.
Nina, okay, OH. I-O.
I wasn't gonna say
No, you
that.
weren't. Yeah, Nina West, very sort of legendary, well-known drag queen in Columbus, Ohio, and moves all around Ohio and Indiana, Pennsylvania, the Midwest. Does a lot of
Did
shows.
you know her from back?
Yeah, I've seen her several times. When I was young, I grew up in Ohio, and I went to college in Ohio, and we would go to Columbus, to Union Station, and Axis, and all these gay bars and drag shows when I was... I'm not even gonna say how long ago.
Okay, so what do we think about Miss Nina's look?
She looked great. She brought out a lot of good energy right away with the little hat.
Yes.
I thought that was cute. So she was already stating that she was like
I'm here.
a gimmick queen, sort of, in a way.
Yeah, I liked, so I don't know, they didn't really talk about this, but I liked her yellow, and she had a little black and white checkered scarf under it. She was giving me Taxi Cab Confessions.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
So,
Nina West. There you go.
Miss Nina West.
I would love a show like that. You get in a taxi and there's a drag queen driving you around. I would be like, WTF.
Well, people were already angling for a spin-off in this episode. Well,
There you
we're going to
go.
talk about who wanted a spin-off, but Nina, if you want a spin-off, that could be you,
There you
girl.
go. I see it.
Loved it. Top, yes, two.
Yes.
Two.
Two.
We'll
Third
use,
look.
we'll use fashion photo review terms. Two.
Okay.
Okay, two to Nina. All right, so, and then third up, who did we have? We had Miss Sugar Cane.
Sugar.
Sugar Cane, who's not 24, like she said.
That was hilarious.
What?
Brandon was like, wait a second. But I will admit, for 40, she looks damn good. For 24, she wouldn't look so damn good, but that's all right.
That's all right. So, what did we think about Sugar's
It's
look?
relative. Honestly, I will say through the whole episode, Sugar was the one queen that I remembered the least. The looks.
Oh, man.
The looks didn't speak to me. They didn't say, "Oh, look at this queen. She's on the same level as some of the others."
Okay.
But I like the energy and the attitude she brought, especially in the confessionals. So I feel like she's got a lot to show, and I'm interested to see it. Unfortunately, I don't think we've seen it yet. So
then coming in fourth was Miss Plastique Tiara.
oh, I'm excited to see this little thing.
What do you know about her?
21 years old from
21.
Vietnam.
Fresh fish from the Asian.
Very feminine. Very, very feminine look. Very look queen. Yeah, and I loved what she was bringing. The only thing we were missing is... Never mind.
Do you know who her mother is?
Who?
Alyssa Edwards.
Oh no, shut up.
Plastic Tiara is House of Edwards.
I love it.
This is, I mean, he stands House of Edwards. He stands Alyssa, but how did you not know that she was a member of your house?
See? Don't say my house. I don't think Alyssa would want to claim me looking like this, but
Alyssa, if you're
I
out
love
there,
Alyssa.
you can have a new daughter. She's right here ready to go.
I need a lot of training, mama.
We'll be right by the finale. Plastique, yes, very gorgeous, very feminine shape.
Yeah.
She gives you kind of princess meets ice skater, I thought, in this look that she had.
Yeah. She's gonna be great.
She's gonna be great too. Next up was Mercedes Iman Diamond. What did we? She is the first Muslim queen to compete. Yes, and she is. I forgot where she said she was from. She's from Africa.
She's from Africa originally and moved to the U.S. when she was 11.
And so her entrance look. Oh, her entrance look. I loved. She was giving me opulence. She was giving me Dominique Devereaux from Dynasty. She was dripping with diamonds, and I love a dark-skinned woman in white.
The only thing I didn't like is I love the opulence and the diamonds and we gotta have a lot of jewels. But if you're carrying in jewels, that's not a look. That's like an accessory. That's a prop. And it's like, you're not going to walk around all night if you're going to a cocktail party or an event or the Oscars or something, be carrying around this thing of jewels. It's like, hi, nice to meet you. But
I mean, if she came up to me and was like, hey, nice to meet you, here's some diamonds. Thanks. And we would have kept it moving. So, well, but overall, you did like it, didn't you?
yeah, and when I'm seeing the confessionals and I'm seeing these two different people, I'm like, is this the same person?
The boys are looking. There's a mixed bag in the boys.
Yeah.
This year, there's some nice, sexy trade boys,
Yeah.
but then some of them aren't translating. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's very different. And
It's
so that
very
says
different.
a lot for the drag aesthetic, that a transformation can be so great that you're like, who is that the same person?
Right. So next up was Miss Scarlet Envy.
Scarlet.
Scarlet. Okay, so she came in with this sort of bathing suit with a deep V that was inspired by the birth of Venus.
Yes.
Yeah, it had the art, like, everyone's kind of seen the Aphrodite on the clamshell, birth of Venus.
She had the contour on the tits, so
Yeah.
from the camera it looked like kind of cool. And then in life, when you see that, it's like you got to be in a very dark nightclub.
Yeah.
I think she looks very mannish.
Here she did.
In this entrance look.
In this entrance, sorry, girl.
I don't know if she didn't have time to shave or what the deal was, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's your entrance look. It's, not, people have gone on to glory with not so good entrance looks, and sorry, Scarlett, this one was not my favorite.
Next up was Honey Davenport.
Honey Davenport, dripping. Ooh, what did you think about her?
I loved it. It was like a bumblebee look, wasn't it? Something
Yeah.
like black and yellow, and it was very cute.
Oh my gosh. So here's something you all should know about our dynamic. I follow this stuff religiously. I have stayed away from the spoilers, but I watch the Meet the Queens. I watch all the interviews. I follow other people that review and talk about this, so I'm immersed. Josh, on the other hand,
I'm just a big mouth that's got a lot of opinions, and people don't like me because of it. Whatever.
But you're
and the more I drink, the more they come out. Sorry about it. Not sorry.
not sorry. Shout out to Demi Lovato right there.
That's bitch.
But you don't, like, you're probably the clean slate audience member, so you're getting some
I am the
slate.
basic bitch. Yes, I'll call myself the basic bitch from the Midwest. That's like, oh, I love this show. It's so funny what they do.
There who
I guess I know a little bit more about it than the basic person, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
what my opinion on this particular review is really sort of without being influenced by other people or other, because it is very raw, and it is the first time I'm seeing the majority of these queens.
Yeah. So, the reason why I bring that up is because in the now infamous VH1 Meet the Queens that got deleted because everyone hated it so much, but in that interview, Honey Davenport came out full B cosplay. She had like clear plastic wings, and she had like a vinyl bee outfit with antennas, and she had the contacts in and a bald head. She gave me full B. I kind of wish she would have went with that here, but then again, that was after this was filmed. So she's coming in, she's giving us a taste of B, and hopefully we'll see the full Honey aesthetic blossom. But
I
this
love
looks
cosplay
great.
queens. I love when it's expensive, it's hard to do, it's hard to pull off well, and when it looks great, it looks great.
Yep. So Toot Honey, looking forward to seeing all that you have to do.
The next one that came was Akira Davenport, with 2 Davenports in a row.
Davenport, double Davenport.
Akira's look.
It was good. I can't say that it was a bad look. She looked beautiful. She looked nice. She was giving me Real Housewife of Atlanta.
Yeah,
Fish.
yeah. I see
You know,
that.
I could see her, Portia, Nene, and those are the ones I know. What did you think about this one?
I thought it was basic. It didn't stand out to me. It was in a show where you're going to come in and want to command the audience right away. Your first impression, I would think they would either do something very glamorous, over the top, or some kind of shtick, or whatever is your persona. Show it. I didn't get persona from her.
Pretty, yeah, okay. But maybe she'll grow into it. Maybe she'll grow into it again. All right.
Then comes
Then come
Oh, one of my favorites. Evie.
Evie Oddly. Love that name, first of all.
Yeah.
And she came in.
I thought she was from Dragula, actually, because she is so odd.
She's okay. So if you haven't seen Dragula, it's a drag competition show that celebrates sort of the
Grotesque.
horror, filth, glamour
Yes.
is their sort of motto. And those queens deserve a platform to be recognized because not all drag is the same.
Yeah.
And takes a different sort of mind view.
Yeah.
Mind view?
View.
to go into that aesthetic. So
It's the dark side of RuPaul. I
yeah,
guess.
so Evie is the closest kind of girl that we've got.
Yeah,
in a
Evie
while.
comes in with this like Hot Wheels thing pulling her feather boa all the way up, which I was like, that caught my attention right away because I'm like, okay, I see. And of course, like I already mentioned, gave a shout out to Sharon Needles, and I love the shtick and Detox's sort of craziness and all this like. Anything that's like over the top crazy, the props, the whatever, it's like I'm a theater person, so I'm automatically going to be drawn to that.
She gave a production.
Yeah.
Now, of the outfit itself, I don't know what the Hot Wheel driving the thing had to do with it, but it was green. She gave me like a little lizard people moment. And
her mouth is about this big, so she kind of looks like a lizard person.
she was a great singer. All that mouth space.
Holy cow.
She's gonna give it to you. But, dude, I like her. Up next, we have my girl, who I am going to be the ride or die for, Miss Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
That bitch.
Yes, Miss Silky Nutmeg Ganache came in and she said, it's time for the big girl to win. And seriously, legitimately win, not all this BS.
Yep.
She is coming in to give you all of her. She's not holding it back.
No.
But it seemed genuine to me.
At the entrance, it did, yes.
Ooh,
At
okay.
the entrance, it did. This is the only queen that I've ever seen in my life that make Eureka look like a quiet field mouse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Silky, I feel, is
I don't know.
the
You've seen Eureka in West Hollywood perform many times. She's a big personality.
She is, and she's great, and she performs the house down, so shout out to Eureka, no hate to her. But Silky, I think this is another case where I saw the Meet the Queens, and Silky was the best part of that. Everyone, it was so disorganized, so boring, but Silky came in and she said, Lord, we Lord, we here! So she came out the gate with it all, and Silky just like gives me that energy. It's like if I was on TV, I want to give it like Silky.
She definitely commands the camera.
She sure does. The look, however,
Yeah.
okay. So I understand with bigger girls. I'm not in their shoes, so I'm not going to judge too harshly about what they have to do or what level they can get to. I always feel like bigger girls have a harder time.
It's more expensive. They have to buy more material.
More material. It's harder to make it look more polished.
I don't know. She was giving me Cookie Monster Eleganza. She came out in this big blue thing and she ripped a cookie right out of a titty and started eating it. I was like,
It was a little like T-Boz moment up top with the... No, not T-Boz. That's Shelly. That had the frizzy out hair and sort of like and the bra cup. Yeah, so she was giving me one of those moments. She had a
I was waiting for her to pull her cell phone out, make a phone call, pull her camera out, take a selfie.
What's crazy? What's crazy is she did the cookie thing here, which is obviously filmed before they do any of this press. She got a challenge on the Meet the Queens to eat a cookie, and so cookies are now like cookies, sweets. She is
Silky Cookie
branding, and that's what you got
run with it, Silky. Eat that cookie, bitch.
Up next was Canada's own Miss Brooklyn Heights.
Which, that's a contradiction in itself. Why is she named Brooklyn Heights if she's from Canada?
Yeah.
And living in like Texas or something.
Nashville. She's in Nashville now. Yeah, I was a little confused at why her name was Brooklyn Heights if she's from Canada. I don't know if that's where she worked. I don't know if she was given that drag name.
Hashtag choices. Wasn't a big fan. Wasn't a big fan on the entrance look. It was like
You didn't like this
No, it was
look?
like this pleather like suit / like I don't know. It was very like sort of patriotic, military drag something. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna disagree fully. She gave me the only Dudley Do Right Mountie. Okay, that's what it was. It wasn't military. It was the Canadian Mounties. She had the right hat. If you're gonna make it drag version, definitely a sequined fabric.
Yeah.
Sequins. One tiny little sequin dress. Fabric is a great choice. I think it was Scarlett. Scarlett was a little. She kind of gave your opinion. It was like, yeah, I mean, I've seen that before, and it's just sparkles. So,
But I like the sleek blonde hair that she brought in. Brooklyn brought.
I'm giving her a supreme toot. I loved it. I love a concept look. I love when you're making a statement about who you are, where you come from.
Yeah.
And I thought she did that. The only thing I would have said, that little flag could have been bigger.
Oh yeah, bring out that big flag.
They clocked Serena Cha-Cha in season 5.
Show us Canada.
Okay. Serena Cha-Cha got clocked in her flag, so.
Next up, our Instagram queen.
Miss Ariel Versace.
All right, from the House of Versace. Is that Johnny and Donatella's sister?
Could be.
No, I don't. Long lost.
Only thing I know about her is she is famous for her wigs. She has a wig line, so she's an entrepreneur.
All right.
Already.
Okay.
I knew you would like that.
Yes.
She's doing business.
I support. I like her makeup too. I like isn't she the one that does the freckles and sort of...
She kind of gives a little freckle.
Or was that just one look?
Maybe though, I don't know if it was just the one look or not, but in this entrance look, I think what I liked about this entrance look was that she gave me a full silhouette. Like, a lot of girls come in on entrance, they like something that curves the body,
yes,
and it's a little sleeker. She went for it, gave full ball gown.
And she had this huge Vegas queen hair with the blues and the pinks in it.
Yes.
Not quite as fancy as mine, but it did have some blues and pinks in it.
That's not an Ariel Versace wig. Surely. Sure, this might be. This Ellen fantasy.
But yes, good luck.
Two, good luck, Ariel. So up next was Miss Raja D. O'Hara.
Oh yeah, she had that bun.
And she came in with a New York Times inspired something.
Yeah, it was chic. It was very business-like. Yeah, I would say. Had a nice like midnight blue hair kind of thing going on. You didn't like it?
No. I did not care for this. I like the idea of making something with the newspaper. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just kind of there. And the earrings, the girls' clocked earrings were already falling off.
Oh yes, those earrings were a mess.
So, but it's crazy. So do the producers just want anyone in the same family? It sounds like we had Asia O'Hara or Eureka O'Hara. They're not related. They cleared that up last season, but we had two O'Haras.
Yeah.
We got two Davenports.
now.
And the crazy thing is the D in Raja D. O'Hara stands for Davenport. So we really have a three Davenports, but they're trying to downplay that a little bit.
All right.
So, but I thought she had a cool personality. I'm looking forward to seeing what she's gonna do.
All right.
But just not my favorite entrance song.
We may sail into the port of Davin sometime. Let's see.
Who knows?
Next up was Kiana Montrese.
Kahana Montrese. And the reason why I correct that is because she let us know in her confessional that it has to be said very soft, very sensual. Kahana.
Oh yeah, she was looking sexy saying that too. I ain't mad at her.
Kahana as a boy.
I do like some cocoa powder in my breakfast cereal.
In your milk, bitch. Cocoa powder in your milk, cocoa powder.
Come check out my milk, Kahana.
Yeah, Kahana was looking good as a boy. Daughter of Coco Montrese.
Yes.
So that's very interesting. We have a daughter of Alyssa and a daughter of Coco
There you go.
competing on the same season.
I was waiting for that 1930s flapper look with the hat. had to give a shout to Coco for
Shout out to you, Coco. We love you, girl.
Wow.
You went from orange to soot. And I'm not joking, bitch. Just throw out all the Coco classics real quick. But Kahana coming in her entrance look. She looks great. She looks pretty. The look itself was, yeah.
Yep.
It's a nice dance performance. She calls herself a performance showgirl. She's from Vegas. So I think that served its purpose, but as an entrance look,
Yeah, basic, whatever.
but love her. And then, so last but not least, was Soju. Soju isn't LA, but she's Korean of Korean descent, and so she's very popular on YouTube. She has a show, Shots with Soju.
Didn't she mention like being some kind of like K-pop?
That was her
inspired or something.
Yeah, she was like, her inspiration for her drag was very K-pop. Great. She comes in, her interest look lived for, because she came in, I don't know what martial art it was, but we'll just say it's karate for the sake of this, but she came in a karate inspired gown, and she was whipping nunchucks everywhere. I was like, yes, thank you. Don't be afraid of your heritage at all.
Yeah, embrace the Asian, even though karate and nunchucks are very Japanese, right? But most Americans don't know, so
we don't know.
We're just gonna go blanket Asian.
So, so she was like, I'm gonna give Asian. So, and she gave it. She looked good. I thought the hair looked like what a drag queen that was in a kickboxing tournament would look like.
For some reason, I don't know who she is. I never heard of her before, but I was like waiting for her to come out. I was thinking it was going to be really good.
Oh, okay. Well, Soju had us anticipating.
Soju.
So those are the entrance looks. So let's go through. The episode happens like a normal. Ru comes out. Like the suit, but just giving the feeling, yes, we've done this before, we've seen it so many times. Okay, so
they did seem extra gagged to meet her, so I guess it was probably the first time that most of them see her or meet her.
I'm pretty sure, from what I understand, like that moment is the first time they kind of meet RuPaul.
Nice.
So they're genuinely happy.
They were very hyped, yeah.
So Ru announces that there's going to be the mini challenge, which we haven't seen the photo shoot mini challenge in a while, but that used to be a staple. My first thought was, where's Mike Ruiz?
They got Ruiz. They have a different photographer this time.
Well, so it used to be after Mike Ruiz did it for a couple of seasons, and then Matthew Anderson did it, and they're not the.
But here's my question: did they shoot Beyonce?
No, apparently this guy did. I was
like, okay,
well, they wanted to give him some credentials, so they gave him. But Mike Ruiz, sexy. If you, let's put him up. That was our attempt at interacting with our pop-ups. But anyway, they have the mini challenge. The mini challenge is to take a picture with drag royalty or drag alumni. They did that in season 8. They had the winners, and
that was kind of cute. Now it's become an enterprise, right? So now it's been on for so many seasons and so many all-stars and so many queens have come and gone and graced the stage.
126, as Ru let us know.
126, isn't that crazy? So I think now that it is such an enterprise, it's like a reminder, a flashback to all these queens that they're like, we got to keep them fresh and keep them on people's lips.
Yeah, because we locked down those old seasons past 7 or 6 and higher, or 6 and lower. Yeah,
and Brandon's favorite made an appearance.
Miss Jasmine Masters came out and she was like, let's go to Olive Garden, you whore. And I was like, yes, this is my judge. If you have not watched Jasmine Masters live in the morning, I get up every morning and I roll with Jasmine and I smoke mine with Jasmine.
He rolls and he rolls.
Because we're here in LA and we can do that. And so that's my LA girl. Shout out Miss Jasmine.
I think Farrah Moon showed up too, but I don't think she got in a picture.
Okay, so Vanjie in her picture with Farrah Moon was like, fuck this bitch. And just put her to the back and stood in front of her. And I was like, yes, work. Yeah.
They did say at the beginning they wanted to see how this challenge, how they shape up with these more
steal the spotlight
queens.
Steal the spotlight.
She was like, I ain't even let this happen. Get to show her
the easiest way. the easiest way to steal the spotlight is to push the other person out of
There
it.
you go.
So, anyway, they go through it. The winner is my girl, Silky Nutmeg Ganache. She
God.
won the mini challenge with Mariah Mug for Days Balenciaga, who I love and would love to see on All Stars.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mariah.
I'm not entirely sure why Silky won it though. Out of all the pictures that were flashing up.
Who cares?
Whatever.
It's a mini
It
challenge.
doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Does it? Ever.
Never ever. But her reward, she wins a little prize, so good for her. But her reward.
Wait, she wins a big prize. Isn't that the prize to go to Paris for 7 nights?
No, that's the main challenge. She won $2,500 for this. We'll get there. We'll get to the main challenge. Spoiler: the main challenge winner wins a trip to Paris.
There you go. Not Paris, Texas.
No. That was a season 1 budget.
That's right. We moved up.
But her in-show reward for winning is she gets to pick what box, because the first episode is always a design challenge.
Yeah.
Here's some shit, make us a look.
All of a sudden, here comes these boxes in with different queens from the past couple seasons, and they have inspired looks and materials and things that they would use. And so they have to each get a box of a different queen and make a look based on their own aesthetic using that queen's materials.
So Silky gets to pass them out, and I thought this was really funny. The whole time, Plastique Tiara is not being shy. Usually people don't want to say who they want, or they're just gonna see how it plays. Plastique was like, I want violets, I want violets, I want violets, I want violets.
So we know what she's gonna go for this season. She's gonna go for that cinched waist look, fashion.
21 fashion.
Yeah, love and life at 21.
Right. So Silky gets to give them out, and the shadiest thing my girl did was instantly, for Aaron Versace, who are you gonna give? Violet Chachki.
There you go.
Instantly was like,
Violet's
girl,
gone.
Plastique just asked for it.
But she was nice, and she gave people what she thought they would fit their own persona.
Yeah, she did say that.
And she stuck with. She gave some dark queens, She gave some Asian queens.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I thought the pairings were very smart. It's the first episode. No reason to play a strategy here. Eureka in the social media episode. Yeah. I'm gonna put Aquaria with a black person.
Well,
It might be hard to do her makeup. No, the makeup was great.
there you go. I see the challenge. There you go.
Well, I mean, hey, but so everyone gets out, and so we get the typical, let's walk through the workroom, we get the typical jitters of, is the design challenge, we get that typical, do you know how to sew? I don't know how to sew.
Oh yeah.
Sort of thing.
I'm afraid bitches that don't know how to sew ain't gonna do very good on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Stop applying until you know how to sew.
Right, that is
Go.
You know how to sew now.
I do.
For the longest time, Brandon tried to make looks with a hot glue gun and the stapler.
And I would have been sent home first.
And so for Christmas, this bitch unwrapped a sewing machine under that tree because I was like, I'm sick of getting stabbed by staples and these looks you're trying to create.
And now I'm turning the party.
There you go.
And my custom Go-Go Boy harness line.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hey. So even I learned how to sew. So girl, don't apply until you're ready to sew. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's get to the runway and let's get to the main thing. Okay. RuPaul comes out. Oh, wait, we didn't even talk about the special guest, because that was part of it before we get to the runway.
Oh, yeah.
So, the special guest star for this premiere episode was Miley Cyrus. And so she continued the tradition Gaga set by trying to sneak in. Gaga came in and pretended to be a contestant for 3 seconds, and then was like, yeah, I'm Lady Gaga. And so they all gagged over her.
Yeah.
Christina
came in, and she was there for a minute.
They didn't get to meet her before. She was just watching her backstage and came out as Pheromone.
Yeah.
And that was it. But Miley, I thought, had the best because she pretended to be a crew member.
Yeah, full with beard, the whole boy look. And she even had I noticed this is such a subtle thing, but the lines on the neck to make her look a little bit more masculine. It was like an eyeliner on the neck or something.
Miley was down. She was playing the real part.
I don't know how long she lasted though. Based on the editing, it didn't look like it was very long. But they had her come over like once to one queen and try to work with the microphone, and then by about the second or third queen, then
well, because here's what I love.
Miss Silky.
Miss Silky, my girl, Miss Silky. Miss Silky said, hey,
Wait a second.
come here.
Let me see you.
And she got all up in her face. And she was like, I know you.
That was cute.
That was so cute. It gave her a piggyback ride, and all the girls
We're
loved
jealous
it.
and we're pissed. They did not love it. They love seeing them hiding.
By this point in the episode, Ariel Versace was over Silky's loud.
Everybody was over Silky's. It was all bad mouthing her after her stunts in the workroom.
And
But whatever, she's fine for that camera time, girl. Yeah.
that camera and that crown, because she won her spin-off drag cooking show, and I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna eat with her.
Right? Eat that cookie, Silky.
Okay. All right. So now let's get started. So Rue comes out. She's wearing what is she wearing? I don't.
She is the Charlotte Hornet. She came out with these colors
Okay.
too, right? She had like purple and blue. And it was I don't know.
It's not my favorite.
It was sort of sparkly and sequiny, so it was like the gay Charlotte Hornet,
Yeah.
which was me all in 1995. But
He was getting stung everywhere. So, the weird thing is, I liked pieces of this. I liked the wig, I liked the makeup, and I like parts of the dress. I just did not like them all together.
I didn't like the fit of it either.
Yeah, the fit was off. The sleeves are a little too.
But I always
big.
love those colors, so rock it out.
So yeah, it's not bad for an opening look. I love Miley's look. Miley had a dress made out of melted records.
Yeah, vinyls that were like bent, and it was a strap across, strap one, strapless.
Yeah, she looked great. Are the other judges? Michelle Visage is there. Michelle's Michelle. I'm not gonna hate on her.
Was Michelle there?
Yeah,
she was
Michelle is
great.
always gonna be there. Michelle's on Drag Race UK because RuPaul refuses to do it without her now.
Oh, nice.
Anything. So
Carson had his little glasses.
Carson
Different
had his
glasses every time.
Yeah, and Raw. Here's the thing. Can we just get rid of Carson and Ross? Cut them. I don't know who are they for. Were they there for us gay men? Because I'm not entertained.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that anymore. Sorry, we've met Ross Matthews.
Yeah, I still love you, Ross.
We love you. No, you're great. I would love to see Ross on his own thing. I feel like his brand of comedy is too distracting for this show.
Well, it's very hokey, and all of the producers write these little
Quips
and lines, and then it's like, here we go again. Can we fast forward? But at least they happen so fast that it's like...
All right, so we get to the main challenge, and this is where we got to show off our design
Our
looks.
favorite part. Let's see what they can do.
The lewks, honey. All right, first on the runway was Plastique
Plastique.
Tiara, giving us Sasha Velour inspired look.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
And it was a Sasha Velour inspired look. I think it was the out and the huge sort of like that thing she wore in the finale. And obviously she's not going to shave her head, but I love her something about youth, like being 21 and being like that little sort of stick figure. You can do a lot with legs and waist and things like that. So I love how feminine she looks. I think it gives her a huge advantage as a drag queen, and especially high fashion looks like what she wore.
Yeah, for me, this look. Okay, so I'm pretty sure one of the later girls who's didn't do so well brought up. She's like, I thought that I was supposed to give you their aesthetic mixed with mine, and Michelle's like, no. That's not the assignment. You're supposed to just take the materials and give us your aesthetic. And so I was under the impression that the other girl had.
They didn't explain that very well, did they? Because I was thinking that they wanted to sort of meld the two
That's
styles
what I
together.
thought. And so when I wrote down about Plastique Tiara, I was like, no, that's the same dress she came in the workroom with roses. That does not a Sasha Velour make. Okay, so Sasha Velour is very high concept, very elegant, very art. I didn't see that in that look, and so I thought I didn't like it. But if I'm just looking at it for what they said, yes, it's very pretty.
I liked it, and I'm excited to see Plastique.
Yeah. Then on the runway was Miss Brooklyn Heights. giving us detox neon for your nerves.
I didn't really like it, but I didn't realize that she made it. Like they had to craft and create this. I thought it was actually, I don't know. I thought they were making accessories and things to it, but I thought the bodysuit was actually already like in the trunk or something.
Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, yeah, it's all right. And I do look sort of like I said earlier. I love the cosplay and I love the shtick and the props and things like that. But for some reason, it didn't like hit me. Now later, whenever they were all out again, and I saw her in comparison with others, it was
very elevated.
Yeah, very elevated. Yeah,
loved it. She was giving me villain for Gem and the Holograms. Love it too. Then we had Miss Honey Davenport, and she was giving us Ben de la Creme. What did you think about her, Ben de la? I guess I gave away what I thought about it.
I didn't see Ben de la Creme in it, but Ben de la Creme doesn't have any specific aesthetic because that bitch can do everything. It seems like she pulls out so many different types of looks that it's...
To me, her aesthetic is a little 50s housewife pinup. Like, it's the housewife who does pinup at night.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what she would qualify it as, but that's what I see in it.
Right.
And in this look, if we're going by the criteria that you're giving us your style just with these fabrics, I think Honey Davenport did great.
Yeah, she did great.
Yeah.
Wear the hat, don't let the hat wear you.
Yep. So it was perfectly nice. Then was Ariel Versace giving me one of my favorite girls as well, Miss Laganja Estranja. Put your lighters up.
She was one of the best looks. I put a little plus by her when I was watching.
Yes.
I was like, I didn't pay any attention to her hardly the whole time, except when she came out, and I was like, oh, Instagram queen, and she had all these posts of it, and I was like, okay, there's that one. You know, there's always that one that's really popular on social media.
Yeah.
But she caught my attention definitely on the runway.
Lagan, yes, obviously, I'm agreeing. I'm a 420 kind of person.
You are? I had no idea.
No idea. But so I obviously I love this look. It was giving me all my 420 photo shoot that I needed. The only thing I will say is she went for a reveal, and it's been said before, if you're gonna do a reveal, make it a big reveal. I was just a little bitty. But other than that, I thought she was gonna be in the top because I thought it represented so well. Up next was Miss Evie Oddly.
Oh, my girl.
Giving you Cellophane Man to represent Alaska.
I thought Evie's look was one of the best on the runway. I thought it, of course, like we mentioned, I was thinking that it was a meld of the challenges, and it was something Alaska would wear.
Yes.
I love seeing that cellophane that sort of gives a texture, but it's not like tulle that's going to diminish your figure.
Yeah.
You can see through it, and you can see the figure, and it still gives like some kind of plump texture, and it glistens in the light and structure.
Yeah.
And she's my favorite. She's gonna be like from season 1. As it goes on, I'm rooting for her. I think she's odd, hence her name, and I think she's very beautiful and elevated. So we'll see.
So next up was Akira C. Davenport.
Akira C.
And she was, her box was BB Zahara Benet, winner of season 1 and on All Stars 3.
And she did that African wig, girl.
So again, this came back to the confusion of the category. When it walked out, I was like, that's not BB. That's not BB. Where's the giraffe? Or I mean, where's the leopard print? Where's the animal? Where's the over African nature?
But I'll give you the wig was very. I think that's African inspired.
Yeah, BB does a lot of big hair frizzy wigs. I thought that was but do you know, it really felt like Kennedy Davenport.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Kennedy loves that, and they're I think they're from the same place, so that whole big hair moment, that the shape gave me a lot of Kennedy. Yeah. But knowing that the challenge is their style, I thought it was great. Once I thought about that, totally saw why she, it was fitted, it was great, the colors were great.
For me, she just fell in the middle. She was one of those I just ranked in the middle. Next up was Scarlett, and she was
giving us Violet Chachki.
The Violet Chachki box, yeah.
Yeah, so
was it red, right?
Of course, her name's Scarlet Envy. It's gonna be red.
Is that her gig? She
had the red hair when she came in.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The stuff I've seen of her before is very red.
Yeah.
Her promo picture is my favorite because she has the red Veronica Lake 40s hair, and she's got like this arm point out with long red nails on her
my
glove.
gosh.
It's very I love her promo look. This look, I loved it. It was another 40s moment, which is Violet Chachki, which I think also is Scarlet Envy. So I thought if we're talking about who mixed the styles the best, I thought she did.
Nice. All right. Sounds like a toot to me.
Oh, okay. 2 from you?
I don't have a whole lot of opinion about her.
sorry, Scott. Damn, Scarlet can't do anything for you.
I mean, the makeup was great. The makeup was on point, and I love her smile and the ruby red lipstick, or should I say scarlet lipstick.
There you go.
There's my opinion.
You got something, Scarlet. Up next was Soju.
Soju.
It is humble, as she described it, inspired Korean traditional women's dress inspired.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Soju was the one in the workroom that was like, I can't sew, right? Or one of them. She was unrolling all the tulle and like, I'm just going to use this as a...
Yeah, I don't know if she's explicitly said she couldn't sew, but it's very apparent she can. So I wrote down no.
She used 2 huge amounts of material of different colored tulle. And tried to, and I saw what she was doing. It's like if I went to a travel festival and I saw like this sort of Korean inspired thing, I would get it. It would make sense.
Yeah.
But if we learned anything from Miss Vanjie on her season, it's like, show your figure, girl. This is your first chance, and you don't want to be that person that goes home first.
And here's the thing. I don't know when in the day this happened. I don't know how the editing works. Again, that 16th queen is the editors. Right. But Vanjie at some point says, I went home because I had no shape and a whole bunch of tulle.
Yeah.
And if that were me, I would have been like, yeah, I know that. Okay, girl, I need to fix this because Soju literally had no shape and a bunch of tulle, and it was tied in the back. They looked like those hot glue projects I was working on.
Yeah, it was not working for her.
So Soju, if I was there, you could have. This might have been better, but no.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Sorry, girl. Up next was Raja O'Hara, who was giving Kennedy Davenport. Okay, so I loved it. I loved it for itself. I wrote down that I didn't like it because I was like, that's not Kennedy. Kennedy does rainbow looks. Mm-hmm. She loves to be inspired by the rainbow, but I don't think she would have picked out that. However, I would wear that. I would rock the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, that is your kind of look, isn't it?
It's rainbow, it's glitter, it had high kinky boots. By the way, go check out our episode on kinky boots. She even calls them kinky boots. So for that, 2.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, I love the rainbow. I like her look. I like the high shoulder pads and the 80s hair, and I thought that was cute. The only thing she was missing was some roller skates, and we would have been living Xanadu fantasy.
Right.
So
ooh, I like that. Actually, now that I think about it, it seems like Brooklyn is the villain to Raja's hero, protagonist. I can see them in the same movie.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Yeah, Brooklyn as the villain and Raja as one of the heroes.
There you go.
Heroes. Then up next was Mercedes Iman Diamond.
Yes.
Trying to give us something of a Bianca Del Rio.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
As I watched the episode, my only sort of notes or thoughts was, as I have the picture of the queens, I was giving a little plus or a little minus if they did well or if I didn't think they did well. And she was the only queen that got 2 minuses.
Oh.
So I didn't like something she did earlier in the episode, a look or whatever, and I didn't like
holding the diamonds.
Yeah, probably. I thought that was didn't make sense, but whatever. But the runway look was just like, if I was voting for people on the bottom, she was definitely one of them.
Even though I liked her entrance look, this was not it for me. Bianca Del Rio is that girl who won Drag Race with one silhouette. She wore the same dress 10 times or however many episodes, and she will tell you, I made one dress on that show and just wore it in different colors.
But in fairness, she won it on personality. She didn't win it on
her fashion. Right, but it's definitely a fashion game now.
Yeah.
And what Mercedes brought out, I was like, girl, just make a boat neck.
Okay.
She didn't even give me a boat neck.
Remind me who came first, Bianca or Violet Chachki?
Bianca season 6. She was first. Violet 7.
Okay. So then it does go towards fashion.
Oh, ever since Violet Chachki's season 7, it's very much been pushed towards a high fashion.
It really is RuPaul's Who Can Make Me Laugh race.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird combination. You have to be a circus clown,
And
which is
fashion
Bianca,
queen, yeah.
and a fashion queen, which is Violet.
Bianca looks good though. Bianca always,
They're on point, but they're one dress. She admits it. Okay, but anyway, Mercedes, sorry, no, you gave me a bodysuit. Bianca's not about bodysuits. Not saying they have to be the same, but I just didn't feel anything.
Yeah, no
from this.
connection.
But then after that was Miss Sugar Cane.
Sugar cane.
Giving us Sharon Needles.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Sugar was on the low side of the. In fact, the only thing I remembered about Sugar at the end of the episode is the little joke she made about being 24, and I was like, okay, all right. Mm-hmm. I didn't remember particularly the walk-in look, the workroom look. I didn't remember anything from the mini challenge of the workroom, and her look on the runway was like average, I guess.
I don't know what it was trying to be. It was a poodle skirt with some black and pink tulle underneath. She had the Ouija board thing mover in her hair.
It was a beautiful dress. I mean, like if I went to the opera with a friend of mine, like females, I'd be like, that looks stunning. I would be gagged by it.
That was a great dress, but it's not drag.
Right.
Sorry. Up next was Miss Vanjie getting her redemption on the runway.
She sure did too. She looked great.
Stomped for the god. She was supposed to give us Valentina, and as we know, Valentina's very Latina, very telenovela, and she was giving me the only telenovela.
Did Vanjie lose weight from the last time, or do we just remember her as being like a plumper queen because of what she wore?
I think it's because she had no shape. And
it might be a little bit of both though, because she looked.
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe. Maybe she was like, I'm coming back, so.
Yeah, she was cinched to hell.
Snap it up, but she looked great. Yeah. She kind of reminds me of what Roxy Andrews did on the telenovela challenge runway, but even more polished, even more heightened. And she came out and she said, no, y'all gonna see all this body. Michelle ain't gonna have to tell me twice.
It was a complete 180.
Good for her. Then, on the runway, my girl, Silky Nutmeg Ganache. I'm always gonna say it like that. Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
Hercules like a damn seal looking for a fish. What the hell?
Whatever, fish. As long as that fish come with a crown on it, I'm not mad.
I think fish is too healthy. Silky ain't gonna be eating any of that.
She's not mad about it because she out there doing her thing and we sitting here looking like this.
She got the cookie.
So Silky comes out and she's giving us Peppermint.
Peppermint.
She's the only one that got to pick her box, so she picked Peppermint.
And she played the Peppermint. Peppermint purse and everything.
Technically those are spearmints, but that wasn't her fault. That's
at least
the
they weren't. Wintergreen.
Right. I mean, Wintergreen could come in right now and win season 11 right now.
Wonder if Wintergreen's still working on the show.
Do you know what would be a cool idea if they did a season of all the makeover girls that really felt it? So I would like to see Wintergreen. I'd like to see Nebraska. I'd love to see.
How about like the sisters, like Alyssa's?
Maybe that was a makeover challenge. Alyssa's sister, Detox's sister for sure.
Yeah.
She D-Rama got into it.
D-Rama.
Miss Cookie, Miss Crackers.
Oh yeah,
because Miss Cookie was feeling it. I watched that one yesterday. It was like Miss Cookie was in it.
That was so good. Was Manila's husband?
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about
Manila made an appearance though. On season 11, episode 1.
Yeah.
So it was good to see Ms. Luzon.
Yeah, I don't know when this was filmed, but I think it definitely is after, but she seemed like a good player. She's a good sport.
She's a good sport.
She's
right?
definitely.
Some people win on, some people lose on. That's what it is. It's the name of the game.
So we are going to move on.
Move on.
Then, up next on the runway was your Ohio girl, Miss Nina West, giving us Thorgy.
Nina.
Was she feeling Thorgeous?
She was not feeling Thorgeous.
No,
she did not feel good in what she was wearing. I loved how Carson or one of them called it a blood disease. Those diagrams you see with the microscope.
Right. He said she came out looking like a rare blood disease. Yes, I lost it.
That was one of the funny.
That was really funny. To me, I think the judges got it right on this one, where they said, no, it's not the best outfit, but she has such a personality.
She has heart. I honestly thought she was going to be up for elimination.
Yeah, it was not a good look, but Nina West is a legend. I think that might have played into.
Well, and there's you pull on the heartstrings when you have the story about, RuPaul says, I've seen your audition reels, which she probably hasn't, but that's beside the point. And she, it's like they know that she's been auditioning for it for 9 times, and it's something that, and it's nice to see queens from places that aren't LA and New York.
Well, just New York now, because the LA girls aren't even getting that many slots.
I mean, but look at, there's probably been half of the queens over history that are from one of those 2 cities.
That's true.
So it's always nice to see someone from an underrepresented city. Columbus is not a huge city, but it's pretty progressive, and it's a really nice city, and it has a pretty vibrant gay culture. I used to get drunk in the short north. They'd find me 3 days later.
So
binge watching. Binge something.
You might have already had some Nina West. Nina's been around for a while,
right?
So she might have already ate this cookie right here.
Right.
But no, the outfit wasn't good. She knew it. She owned it. And people have such a high expectation for Nina, so I think this might be a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Because I have good expectations for her.
Well, and it's a very difficult... Every challenge changes, which is great because it plays to certain queens. When you're in the bottom, you get a chance to bounce back.
Yeah.
When you get sent home, obviously,
sorry.
that's it. But, so you can't really aim to be in the bottom. You just have to juggle and hope for the best.
I've always said the easiest way to win this show is to not be in the bottom.
Yep.
So
there you go.
There you go. Last but not least was Kahana Montrese. Now, for this look, I will say Kahana, I wrote down that she did well because I was like her in thinking that the assignment was to give a little bit of yours and to give it a little bit of them.
Okay.
And so Kahana literally made like a two-face outfit that was half titty out showgirl and half Russian gymnast.
Yeah.
And at first, I was like, oh, okay, that's safe.
I thought she ran out of time. I'm like, where is the rest of that dress, girl? Half of it's missing. Your bra's hanging out. What is this? And it wasn't like a fancy sequiny or anything. It was just like a basic black sort of...
I think it had sequins on it, didn't it?
I don't know. It was not... I mean, it reminded me of sort of 80s skating rink when like the girls were finally like 17 and wanting to get slutty and they would take off and do like these different
lower
yes. So but I don't know how that had anything to do with their box or the challenge.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Even with me agreeing with her and thinking what the challenge was, it still wasn't that good. So we're following a little bracket this year, so you guys can play along with us. So every week we will rank who we think are in the top, who will win the challenge.
Yep.
We'll rank our bottoms and who we think will go home. And live in front of you right now, we're going to make our declarations for the top 3 that will reveal at the end of the whole entire season. Okay.
So starting with this episode, what I want to do is go your top 3 from 3, 2, 1, and let's see where they're at. Who is your third pick?
Okay, so my third pick was actually Ariel Versace, obviously.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Giving us Laganja.
You love that.
Number 2, I had Brooklyn Heights, because killed it.
Yeah.
Number 1, I put Vanjie because I felt like she really represented herself. She listened from the first time.
Yes.
And we all love that redemption moment.
Yes.
Like, you were out first. How about you come back and win the first challenge?
Yeah.
So that's what I thought.
Well, we sort of agreed because I did put Ariel Versace at number 2. I thought she had one of the most heightened looks and polished looks. I put our girl Honey Davenport as number 3.
Okay.
And then I love my snake sister, so of course I put Evie Oddly at number 1.
Evie with the cellophane?
Yes.
You thought the cellophane was top?
Yeah.
Okay.
And initially I thought that it was like about the tribute to the queen whose trunk he got. And I thought that looked very much like Alaska too.
Okay, and what about our bottoms?
Bottom 3, starting from number 13 on.
Top down. Okay, so the bottom but safe for me was Raja. Yeah, which is odd because I actually like the outfit, but again, I thought it wasn't giving me who it was supposed to give me, so that's why I put her there.
Yeah, I was struggling between the bottom 3 because I think the bottom 3 that I picked were very much sort of bottom 3. I put Mercedes as the safe spot.
Okay.
She had 2 negatives, as I mentioned earlier, but
okay.
Then I put Soju.
Okay.
And with Soju, I thought she would actually like turn it out and like lip sync for her life.
So Soju's one of your lip syncers. Yeah. Okay, who's the other?
And then I put my sweet girl from OH, Nina West, in the bottom.
Damn, you gotta believe in your OH sister.
I just thought the lack of confidence and the way that she went into it, like, oh, I fucked up and whatever.
She was a little defeated.
It was. It felt like that would be a moment where they would be like, well, if you don't feel good about yourself and you're not confident and you already feel defeated, then why should we waste our time letting you go on? Is what I thought would happen. So I was glad to see it didn't.
Yeah. Oh, and my other bottom 2 was actually Kahana and Soju. So those are the 2 I thought were going to be lip syncing. Because, yeah, and keep in mind, we do this before the judges give their feedback.
Yeah.
So we watch the runway, we pause, then we rank. So we didn't take the judges' feedback into consideration before making this choice, but I just was like, yeah. So that's who we thought, and it turns out, how close were we? So our winner of the episode was Miss Brooklyn Heights.
Brooklyn, which I didn't even have on my top 3.
Okay, I earned points. You can lie too. And I had, going home, I had Soju, because it was just a mess.
Yep.
And Soju did go home.
Soju did go home.
Spoiler if you haven't seen it.
So you up, baby. You winning so far.
So far, I'm winning. Okay, so now's the time that we fill out our top 3. All right, and so for this part, we have filled out our final guesses. We've given ourselves 1 episode to get to know the girls. We've made predictions on our top 3. We've made predictions on Miss Congeniality, if there will be double Shantays or Shades.
And Snatch Game winner.
Oh, and the Snatch Game winner. Again, we'll post the picture, you've seen it. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put it in the Manila Was Robbed envelope. And we are going to hide them away from ourselves. And in the final episode, we'll reveal. So you'll know how we did along with everyone else. And that was episode 1. Yay, we did it. So it's going to be fun to see how these girls do. This season looks like a lot of fun. We got a lot of different personalities, a lot of different types here. I think the looks are going to be great. I hope they're not all acting challenges, because
it was hard to pick a Snatch Game winner, because I'm going, well, I don't see any that are legitimately that I feel are really, really funny.
That was
easy.
Yeah,
right.
I see they're going to bring it, but whatever they bring, we'll be here to bring you our thoughts on it. So until the next episode,
next one. Booze away.
Booze reviews.
Cheers. Time for a refill. Bye-bye.